Going back to some serious stuff,
Oh.
you do journaling,
Yes.
and there's three. Three. Most people don't even have one,
Yes.
but you have 3.
Mm-hmm.
Would you like to elaborate on your 3?
Okay. So one is for like my trash dump. So it's like when I'm angry, I'm like, yeah. It's literally like it looks like shit inside. It's literally just like bold markers, like and everything. But yeah, so that's my trash one. And then the second one is like my goals, my inspirations, and stuff like that. So every year I'll have like an update or like where I've been and a summary of where I've been. And also like inside that journal, I have like letters like to my future self.
Oh,
Yeah.
Cute.
So I write down like, okay, open this when you're like 27, 28. So I found one recently as well. I wrote that when I first came here. And then it was like a little envelope. And then I opened it. I was like, oh.
What did they
Because
say?
like,
What did they say? What did they say?
okay, it said like how I wanted to be able to like be best as a person, like be able to like achieve my dream, which is like working here for like a fashion company, stuff like that. And I was like reading that, I was like, oh shit, like I'm actually here. That's
Yeah.
crazy because at that time I've never thought that like I'll actually
You're like,
make
done.
it. Yeah, I was like, oh my god. So then I'll move on to my next dream. I can move on to my next dream now, stuff like that.
Cute.
So yeah, so that's my second journal. So my third journal is like, I get inspired a lot by like I have a lot of role models. So I used to like listen to interviews and podcasts and stuff like that. So whenever they say something like interesting, I'll like have it written down. So it's just like little journal of like quotes and stuff like that.
Do you ever
Cute.
go and look back at your old notes, either from, oh my god, I want to like bold scribble everything, or
Yeah, do you read your trash journal again?
Yes. Oh my god, it's insane. I looked at it. I was like, oh my god, like this is something that I don't even have to like worry about at that time. Like, why am I so upset about this situation when it's something not even that deep, you know?
yeah.
So I'm like, oh my god, I was actually like a kid.
Or does it ever bring you back those memories and then it replays in your mind and you're like, oh man.
Yeah, I was like, I'm reading it. I'm like, oh no.
So when you're trying to sleep and that one,
I was just like, oh my god, like just flashbacks.
Rip that page out.
Yeah.
Never happened.
Yeah. No, but I don't rip them out though. Like I'll just keep them forever.
Right from-
Yeah, like okay.
What about you? Or do you ever have anything like that you note down?
I did all of last year, and I don't know. I've done it this year as well. I called it like a gratitude journal. I just did it on my notes app, but I would like every single day I would write down something good that happened because like I had a bit of a rough 2022. And I was like, I want to remember 2023 for all the good things that I've done. So every single day I would like write down something fun, and it could just literally be like, if I haven't done anything that day, it could just be, I like watched a film that I really liked, or had a really nice chat with my friend over this. But then like at the end of the year, like I was getting really emotional, like looking back at every single thing that I've done, and you just remember it all so much better when you've just got like little tiny memories you can tie to each day. And so I've done it this year as well. And like I've done so much this year, and even now we're like end of March, like reading back, I'm like, oh my god, yeah, I remember that. So I've been trying to keep a track of that in just in the notes app, but I'd like to transition to journals because I feel like it would be nicer than
Yeah,
just
and you
looking
can
at
put
a
little
notes app.
stickers.
Exactly.
Yeah,
There
and
you
then
go.
just make it pretty.
I need to get on that. But yeah, I just do it on my notes app.
does that help with like your mental health? Then?
Yeah, I guess so. Like, because 2022 was a bit of a rough year, and I would just hyperfixate on all like the bad stuff that was happening and all of that. But now looking back at 2023, I can hardly remember any of my bad days because if I remember a day, I'm like, oh, I'll scroll back in my little journal and be like, oh, that day I met up with my friend, and that's all I remember about that day. So it helps me like not forget all the bad stuff, but remember the good stuff over the bad stuff.
Yeah, I think
So,
people
highly
tend
recommend.
to hold on to negative things a lot easier than positive things.
You
You ever share those personal like experience with anyone else, like family, friend, like the close friendship groups?
You mean whatever that's in my journal?
Yeah.
No.
Or is it just for yourself?
Yes, it's like
It's a way
really-
to self-reflect.
yeah, literally, yeah.
With my little gratitude one, I put it on like my close friends because a lot of it was like met up with this friend, and it's nice for them to see like those are the memories that I remembered.
Yeah.
And like one of my friends was like, I'm getting so emotional because I'm just looking through your thing, and loads of them just your favorite thing that day was hanging out with me, and I was like, yeah, because I like you. So yeah, it's cute to look back at it in that way, but I have kept it. I just put it on my close friends, nowhere else.
Are your mental health's okay now?
Yeah,
Okay, good.
sick.
Great.
Good.
Sick.
I think like I should make one like gratitude one as well.
It's a cute one.
Yeah, because I feel like everything has been moving so quick in our lives at this like age. Like I don't really tend to like live in the moment. Like you can look like you're thinking about the future or like what do I want to achieve, blah blah. And then you just tend to not really live in
Forget about the now.
Yeah.
But yeah, like just write down like something good that happened or something fun. Like today's one will be like, I came on a podcast. Like that was a fun thing I did today. But yeah, it's just like, it's really cute. And you don't have to do it every day. Like I'll get to the end of the week and it's nice to just sit there for like 10 minutes before bed and like reflect on everything that you've done that week. Yeah, highly recommend it.
Because recently, I've only been stopped being depressed recently, but I now realize there was actually something that you feel in depression that you can't feel now. So I used to listen to really sad songs, and it was like a way of releasing. But now when I listen to those exact same songs, I don't get that same release anymore. And I was
Oh, this like how you know you're healed.
yeah. But then it's kind of like there's some beauty in sadness.
Yeah.
They're like
Like bittersweet when you listen to the songs again.
In a way, it kind of pushes you on like future wise, to like move past it or try to move past it. So I guess it's kind of sometimes it's not always a bad thing, being like encouragement,
Yeah.
if you can really say that.
I think now that I experience both sides, if I go back into it, I'm like, it's probably not as bad as before. Yeah. Wow, that was deep.
And let's dive deeper.
From cars to this.
From past to...
Maybe going from the my version of happy stuff to deep feelings.
I think it's important.
Definitely.
Are you guys spiritual by any chance? Because self-reflecting.
Not really. I don't think so. I do believe there's like, I don't know, I'm not really religious, but I do think that some things happen for a reason. Like sometimes you're on a path. I've never like really looked into it. But yeah, I wouldn't call myself a deeply spiritual person, but sometimes I'm like, too many things have lined up in a row here. Like something else is at
That's
play.
what I'm saying. Like, I don't think it doesn't really matter if you believe it or not. But sometimes too many coincidences happen at the exact same time, and you're just like, oh, this is a bit suspicious. But I think at the end of the day, it makes you self-reflect. That's
Yeah,
the important thing.
100%. 100%. What about you?
No, I'm not. No, I don't know. I think I think growing up, like my parents are also not really spiritual, so I think that kind of brought into me.
Do you think there's life after death?
Ooh, I don't know.
I spiral too much if I think about that.
I actually don't know. Do you think that we reincarnate? Like,
I don't know. It's just like I get weird when I think about it. I have no idea what happens, but I'm so curious about what happens.
yeah, I'm so curious as well.
Yeah. It's weird.
What do you think?
What do you guys think?
So recently, I've been like diving into the spirituality side of things. I'm still on like the middle ground. I'm not 100% no, 100% yes. But there's this idea of we have a higher self, and every time we come on like these planets, it's like a portion of our higher self gets thrown on these planets, and essentially the whole process is that these worlds are just things that our higher selves want to experience, and they just chuck us in there. And then it's like sort of like a game.
Okay.
That makes sense to me
Yeah.
because, not to shit on any religions, but like some of the religions are like, especially, fuck, can I say?
Oh,
There's one religion where, in my eyes, is quite toxic. You're
Mhm.
getting tested a lot. There's a lot of
Yes.
yes, and then there's like you should worship and all that kind of stuff. But then they are told as all caring, all knowing, all that kind of stuff. It's like it doesn't really make sense.
Mm.
So in my head, that's quite contradictory.
Yeah.
But the whole idea of the higher being just wanting to have fun and like experience things and all that kind of stuff, it makes a lot more sense to me. Like Greek gods
Yeah.
makes more sense to me
Mm.
because they're assholes. We're assholes. So you
Yeah.
know, if we're part of them, it's like kind of makes sense,
Yeah.
right? But yeah, that's the thing I've been thinking about recently.
There you
You guys believe in aliens?
go. Oh, 100%.
For sure.
Yeah.
I saw this. I came across this TikTok about pyramids.
The pyramid.
Oh, how they were built and stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's insane.
well, it's like Stonehenge. How
Yeah,
aliens
yeah.
the-
Oh, yeah. I was like,
around, you have
whoa.
to move it.
Yeah, yeah, literally. It's crazy. And how they actually like, I think one of the pyramids, like it's like facility for like water supply or something like that.
Oh really?
Yeah. So at that
Thames
time,
water.
It was
Like-
brought from another.
Yeah. like how would they know how to do all of that at that time, you know?
Mm.
I saw a thing that was like, we used to be a lot more advanced than we would think.
Mm-hmm.
Like maybe not with like the technology and like all the electronics that we've got now, but back then we just kind of see them as like quite primal beings and like they didn't have the tools. But I saw a thing that was like, what if they were like so advanced, but then a big event happened and we just lost it
You
all?
would
Yeah,
regress.
yeah.
Yeah, I think
We like took a huge step back and like Egypt when they built the pyramids was supposed to be like we were so advanced then we could build it like that.
maybe we had powers before. No.
Oh, I'd love that shit.
Yeah, for real.
Now that sounds like the movie Code 8.
Code 8.
So it's on Netflix.
Wait, is it the sci-fi one?
Yeah, where people have they're born with powers. Like this whole society is born with powers, and they also to help like the world or the country to like build buildings or so. And then after machines came through, and then powers became illegal. So it was a really good like story. So yeah, if you ever take a
I'll
look,
check
go on
that out.
Netflix.
Yeah, I'll watch that.
Because they just recently came out part 2.
He looks like excited.
I like my
jumping in your
movies.
seat.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
movies are very interesting to me. Like, I watched
movie.
recently like this kind of relates to like the whole pyramids. So there's Alien versus Predator.
Yeah.
They were talking about like how this civilization came to this planet and then taught all us humans to do stuff and build the pyramids and show technology, olden ways of technology. And then now we're just 21st century just laying in bed most of the time.
Literally.
there was a theory where when cars were first made, like petrol and no, not petrol, but they used some other sort of fuel, and there's this like chemical in the air now. It actually made us dumber.
I believe it.
It what? Sorry?
Yeah, it made us dumber.
Oh, really?
So that's
Oh.
something to think about.
Maybe it's the junk food. Like, not saying that I don't eat McDonald's. I do. That's probably why I'm a little bit dumb. Sorry,
There
I'm
you
gonna
go.
get
A little.
Solved it.